in any phone book. We found the Alzheimer's Australia telephone number and so on, and we contacted them to just sort of see what they offered in terms of support services.
Alzheimer's Australia was like a lifeline for us. It was able to talk through with us what support was out there, especially for those initial stages and the early stages of dementia. And, we were feeling that, we really needed the help.
One of the best things that we've done is a living with memory loss group that they run. And the value of that was it put us in contact with a whole group of other people who are going through the same experience as we are, and facing the same difficulties and things that we are. So we met with that group, and we've stayed in contact with that group.
We learnt many different things at the workshops. We learnt particularly on how to cope with Dad's behavioural issues. We learned issues on incontinence. Problems that at the time we weren't there, but at least we were aware of how to cope in those circumstances.
Practically, we went and we did our wills and things, and we did sort of power of attorney and sort of legal, all the legal documents and everything about sort of decision making and everything. So that was one of the practical things that Alzheimer's Australia staff thought was important, and looking back, that was actually a very important thing to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But
we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, and they also linked us, with other people, so that we had, other people to talk to about this.
Even if it's on the phone, we can still talk to people.
From the council, I'm allowed 10 hours a month of what they call respite. So he has a lady come. So 2 hours a week wasn't you can't do anything in 2 hours. So I made it 2 lots of 5 hours, so that particular day I can meet up with my girlfriends and we can go out and have a day out, and he has a day with the carer.
My mum has been the pillar of strength in all of this, and her underlying love for her husband, and through that I think the rest of the family does gain its strength.
There's a couple of people that are really good friends, and so I don't just dump everything on Mandy or something, so I can talk to other people, which is good.
And I think that's also a really tricky part of this, is telling family and friends about it. And I know there have been times along the way when it's been necessary to let people know more information and so on. And of course that information is quite devastating to them as well. You can't sort of save friends and family from that either. You have to have those discussions, because it's really important for us to have the support of friends and family members.
Which they've been very good.
Yeah, they have.
And they understand what's happening, and they haven't treated me like I had some contagious death threat or something. So they've just been,
very accepting.
Yeah.
I think if a person has been diagnosed with dementia, it's important for them or those around them to ensure that they are in touch with a support service. Alzheimer's Australia has a range of counselling and other supports that are vital in this early stage of the diagnosis, and it's very, very important that this be pursued. There are other services if there's behavioural problems, and there sometimes are in people with dementia. Then there's a advisory service called DBMAS, which stands for the Dementia Behaviour Management Advisory Service. That's available around the clock. But there are other supports as well. I think also the general practitioner can complete what's called a mental health care plan that can allow a person with dementia and their family to access counselling, and I think that's also a very important part of going through this process.